Good morning, everyone. This is Elio Piedra, and you are watching Morning Coffee with Elio. I am super excited to be here with you guys. And let me tell you something. As we are supporting live shows so much and artists in these very difficult times, I feel blessed and honored to have two friends of mine that they are amazing dancers and they've been impacting North Florida here tremendously. And one of them actually came from Brazil. So let me tell you, for those Brazilian friends of mine, you stay right there because Andy and Ashley, they will join us after this. Here we go. Get up, baby, this morning. This is Elio Piedra. Another morning means another coffee because this is Morning Coffee with Elio. This is going to be a great day. We have a fantastic guest. And the wait, it is over. How you guys doing this morning?
Hey.
Andy and Ashley, do you have your coffee? Do you have your coffee?
Oh, we don't have coffee.
I'm kidding. Oh, good. Oh, good. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Andy and Ashley from Dance Alive National Ballet. Kisses and hugs to my people from Dance Alive, King, Judy, Linda, everybody. And Dance Alive National Ballet fans, leave your comments below, like it, and share it. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Elio. I am so excited.
Thank you for having us.
No, it is my absolute pleasure and tremendous privilege to have you. I gotta tell you, I went to my school of music in Cuba and I used to admire dancers a lot. But after I went to Dancing with the Stars, I gotta tell you, man, now even more, like 10 times more. It's just insanely like how much you guys need to work like constantly every single day to stay in shape,
Yep.
to improve yourself as dancers and all of that. So I just wanted to mention how much I admire you guys. But now let's go back to the very beginning and let's talk about you guys, especially Andy. Let's start with Andy really quick. You coming from Brazil, your career as a
Yeah.
professional dancer back in the day in Brazil and coming to the United States. Let's talk a little bit about that.
So I started at 10 in Brazil, in my uh, city of Belo Horizonte. It's a big city in the state of Minas Gerais. It's smack dab in between like São Paulo and Rio. São Paulo and Rio everybody knows, but Belo Horizonte not so much. So that was my city, and I started there at 10 with my teacher, Cristina Helena. And I danced there for 8 years. It's pretty much, like the dance school. You do your 8 years and then you professionalize. And from then on, uh, two companies right there in my city for the first 5 6 years. Grupo Corpo in the beginning, and then the state company is o Teatro Municipal de Belo Horizonte, Teatro Palácio das Artes
Okay.
was the name. And then from there, I got an invitation to Japan to dance in a competition in Japan. I went there. I got a prize at the competition, and I got a contract with Jeunne Ballet de France in Paris.
Wow.
And I went. I spent a year there. Then I got another contract with Ballet du Rhin, was northern France, and I went there too. And I spent another year there. And then I got a call. A French étoile star, a French star from the Paris Opera, was directing the Municipal Theater in Rio de Janeiro.
Oh wow.
And he called me and he said that he was uh, getting all Brazilian dancers to be the principals there, and he didn't want to guests or anything like that. He just wanted, good Brazilian dancers. And he called me and I went. And I spent 7 years at the Municipal Theater in Rio dancing as a principal dancer there. It's our opera. It's our big theater. It's our national theater, like the Cuban in Havana. That's ours.
Yeah.
It's the one in Rio. And after those 7 years, I went back to my city for a little while, and that's when I sent some resumes around. Kim Tuttle saw me on a video, and she said she had contract, and I just came in 2007, and I'm still here.
Wow. You came in 2007 and then you start already like working with Dance Alive National Ballet?
Yeah, in 2007, I came
Wow.
with a contract for Dance Alive, and I started working as a principal dancer. And around 2009, she made me also artistic assistant director, and I'm still helping with that too. So now
Nice.
I'm double threat.
Yes. And how you guys met? How you guys met?
Ashley and I,
Yes.
We
So,
met through Dance Alive.
all
yeah,
right. So Dance Alive was the thing that brought you guys
Oh,
together.
yes.
definitely. She came 5 years ago,
5 years ago.
and 3 years and a half, 4 years ago, we started dating, and we're still together.
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, Ashley. So now let's go back to your days. How long you been dancing? I know you are also part of Dance Alive, obviously, but how long you been dancing? And talk to me a little bit about your background as well.
I have the typical story. I started dancing when I was very, very young. But I didn't dance seriously until I was a little bit older when I moved from Chicago to Florida. And then from there, I started dancing quite seriously and I really got into ballet. And then, like lots of young girls, they do competitions. And so I did a few competitions and I won a few prizes. And I also won a scholarship to study in Florence, Italy. So I went to Florence, Italy, which is where I graduated from a dance academy, a ballet academy. And then from there, I started working in the Czech Republic. And I was there for a couple of years, but then I moved on to the Slovak National Ballet in Slovakia. So it's kind of almost the same, but a little bit different. But it was a huge company, and I really enjoyed dancing there. I was a soloist there. But towards the end, what ended up happening was that there was a change in direction. The director changed, and it was also a very large theater where there was opera and musicals, ballet, chorus, all of that. But the main director had changed, and so he actually fired the ballet director and got a new guy. And so there was a lot of changes. Actually, in that year, probably about 30 people left out of an 80 people company. So there was a lot of changes that year, but that's when I moved back to Florida. And how I got in Dance Alive was that I ended up writing Kim just to do a small contract for Nutcracker. So I just came for like the start of the season and starting just doing Nutcracker. But after I came, she liked me and she asked me to stay, and I had a good feeling, and so I've been here ever since.
Nice. Yeah, they are great. So let me see if I understand it. So you are from Chicago, right?
I was actually born in North Dakota, but I grew
Okay.
up my first like 10 years I lived in Chicago. Yeah.
So coming from Chicago to Florida, and then, well, you went to Europe and all of that, and now Dance Alive. This is the thing about Dance Alive, guys. The people that are watching right now. So Dance Alive they have dancers from all over the world, right? From Cuba, Brazil,
Yeah.
Asia, from all over the world, like literally. So
Russia.
for
Yeah.
yeah, from Russia, from all different continents. So how special, how important is for a dancer to actually interact with dancers from that they are coming from a totally different culture than yours. How important it is for you as a dancer, and what do you think that actually is giving you, is helping you to grow as a professional dancer, interacting with all
Yes.
different cultures?
It definitely is, because lots of people, if you get stuck in a certain way, it doesn't help you. So it's always good to grow and explore and try new things. And like every place has a little bit different kind of an idea. So it's always great to just expand.
That is awesome, and I don't really want to ask you guys at your age because you look so young, and that's not like a good question. Look at Andy; he really like that, right? You really like that.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
hey,
I'm I'm arriving on my 50s, so I'm there.
hey. Now we're gonna start talking about, because being a dancer is a lot of fun, right? For example, if I show you this picture, can you talk to me about this picture?
This is one of my favorite ballets. The name of this ballet is L'amour, is with music of Edith Piaf and choreography by Kim Taro, our director. And she made this ballet a little, exploring my funny side, and
Yes.
I play this drunk guy that comes into a bar and flirts with all the girls, and Ashley's right there. Ashley's one of the girls I flirt with, and I get pretty handsy there.
Yeah,
So it is.
I
It
was
is.
about to I was about to mention that. Oh my God, you're so
It
funny,
is
bro.
quite fun, and it's one of my favorite roles ever. I play this role really as drunk as I can, and the funny thing about this is I think I got drunk like once or twice in my whole life. I don't drink at all, so it's all me exploring a side of myself that I rarely would see in my daily life.
That is fantastic. And now we're getting a little romantic here. Let me tell you. Talk to me about this piece.
This one was Carmina Burana, and this was actually the first year that I was here, so we weren't even dating quite in this picture.
No.
Okay, so Andy, let me tell you, you were a little off the point right there, because you wasn't dating yet. Look at you. You are so into it, so romantic. Come on.
Well, you have to play it, so
Yeah, that is
yeah,
true.
had no choice.
That is a beautiful picture. But one of my favorite. Let me tell you, actually, that's a gorgeous picture. Who took that picture, by the way?
It was a great photographer who I met in the Czech Republic. Her name was Tamara, and actually, this picture had it was in Vogue Italy. Yeah,
Oh wow, nice,
so I'm
nice.
quite proud. Yeah,
This is another beautiful one for you guys,
when
for
I was
our
blonde. Yeah.
nice, for our audience to enjoy that. And I also have some videos, that we're gonna be sharing soon. But this one, Andy, talk to me about this one right here.
This is a balancing piece called "Who Cares." Is my favorite balancing piece of all time. It's not one of his most classical ones. It's very jazzy, and it's all like Cole Porter music, and it's really fun to dance. It's one guy with three girls, and I got to explore another side that I would rarely explore, which is this jazzy side of dance that uh, it's uh, it's hard to do because most of our stuff is either towards the contemporary or towards the classical. Uh, and a little bit in the modern side, but this classical mix with the jazz mix with the the great songs is really, it was a great experience.
If you let me start with Ashley. The same question for you guys, but Ashley goes first because lady first. Come on, right? So, Ashley, if you could describe Dance Alive National Ballet in one word, what would you say?
Opportunity.
Wow, I like that. What about you, Andy? You better
Home.
do home. Oh, I like
Yeah.
that.
That's
Home
cute.
opportunity. That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, you gotta love it. You gotta love them. I mean, Dance Alive National Ballet. Just a little, so people that are watching all over the place, my friends from Miami, Houston, United Kingdom. Dance Alive National Ballet is based here in Gainesville, but they are so giving, so loving, so caring with the community. They are always all in. Every single event, every single fundraiser, anything that is happening within the community that they can help, they're always there, and that's so beautiful. And I really hope that people understand the importance of having art in our lives, right? I think this time one of the most amazing things is how the need, I mean, how needed is to go to a live event, to a live concert, to see the ballet. Man, I miss that so much. So I really, one of my points here, it is to make sure that people understand that importance and they keep supporting, live events, live shows, artists. So, for example, let me ask you, because now I want to tap into all this whole situation with COVID-19 that is being shifting directions for everybody. I mean, not only for artists, but for everybody. So, what is one of the biggest challenges that Dance Alive been facing these days? If you can mention one.
Well, Dance Alive was immensely blessed with the fact that we're a small company, the fact that we're in Florida. We're not
Yes.
on one of the states that are, going completely nuts with all the virus precautions and stuff. Uh, we were blessed in the sense that we were allowed to come back to work, and we were allowed to start preparing to do whatever we can to keep the company alive. We know there's companies all around America that right now furloughed dancers. Dancers are, not being able to get into their classes, and not able to rehearse, and not able to improve their technique, and that for a dancer is complete death. I
It's
mean,
devastating.
a month, 2 month, 2 month, 3 month without ballet, and a dancer it takes 6 months to come back to where
Wow.
you were before. So it's that detrimental. I mean, it's like an athlete. You don't go to training, eventually you can't play. So for us at Dance Alive, it was a great blessing that Kim Tuttle did everything she could to keep the company alive. She went after the money. She went after the grants, and tried her best to keep the dancers all under salary. And although we were out of season when COVID started. Not even, although actually we were out of season when COVID started. So that was also a blessing, because the minute the virus stopped and closed everything, Dance Alive was already out of season. And now that we're back in season, it's already September, and things are starting to slowly go back to some semblance of normal. We still have to, wear the masks, keep a certain distance from, mostly from students and other people that come into the studio. Between us dancers, we're taking uh, as much care as we can, but we're working together. So the season started, we're preparing ourselves, and we're hoping to be in the theater and be able to have at least a third of the theater filled, because that's how much we are going to be able to have. The theater has restrictions right now,
Yes.
so but we'll also be streaming live performances. So I think all of that is Dance Alive has been really blessed.
Yeah.
More than most companies
In
around America.
Yeah.
That is so awesome, and wow, I know that Kim has been doing a fantastic job, developing events online and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, we have an event coming up that is called Meet the Dancers. Is that right?
Oh yeah, you're gonna be there.
Hey, guess who is bringing the fiesta, baby?
Yeah, that's you.
I'm telling you. Yeah, so if you are in Gainesville, Florida, I'm telling you, you gotta be there to meet the dancers and have like a VIP experience with all of them, and so you can support. And most importantly, you need to know this information right here. I have it at the bottom, dancealive.org. That's the place that you need to go. You need to donate. You need to do anything that you can. Do what you can with what you have, wherever you are, and never be satisfied. Keep supporting live shows, keep supporting artists, keep supporting dancers. Because trust me, whatever you give is gonna come right back to you. And this time's even better, even more, because that's when we need it the most. So that website right there, you need to take note, and you need to visit that website right now and share this show with everybody that you know. So let me ask this to Ashley. Ashley, when you heard about like the coronavirus and all of this, because I remember that I was at a Gator baseball game, and I was sitting next to my wife, and I was reading the news, and was like, oh yeah, that's so. Yeah, I mean, we hope that it doesn't come this way. And then next month, I know, hey, it's here, But, for me, it's a little different but for you as a dancer, with all the training, the physical, I mean, like emotionally and everything. So, what can you tell me? What emotion was going through your mind and through your heart when you heard about this virus thing?
It was actually pretty weird because I feel like it happened really suddenly. I feel like it was something that was going on kind of in the rest of the world. And then all of a sudden for our last show, we actually had to live stream it because the theater closed. So it happened like all of a sudden affected us. And it was weird because, when you're so used to performing for people in live audience, and then all of a sudden you have to do a live performance on like the internet, it was kind of emotionally sad. It's because we as dancers, we live for the live audience, so it was pretty sad.
Yeah, that is that's what I thought. It is like for me later, but for you guys, I'm sure it's kind of like more like you are in shock. That you are not gonna be able to be in the theater. You're not gonna be able to engage as much with people and all of that. But Andy, you were mentioning restrictions that they are taking place in the theaters, but you can still perform at the theater. So what are the arrangements that you guys have these days, and how can people still go out and enjoy the ballet live?
So the first show we're gonna have is gonna be open air. That helps a little bit.
Yes.
Not being in a closed enclosed space is gonna be the Meet the Dancers. It's more of a show for sponsors, and it's a little presentation of the new dancers for the new season. The first actual one that we're gonna have on a theater is gonna be at the Phillips Center, and it's gonna be October 30 and 31. Yeah, 31. Yeah, October 31st, and it's gonna be one of our mixed bill show. It has choreographies from Tíndaro, from Oksana. What's her last name? Now I'm gonna mess this up. Anyway, and from Judy Skinner, and this show, it's already gonna be at the Phillips Center. They're not letting us do a whole thing like the whole theater. It's gonna be like a third of the theater only, and they'll have people sitting, keeping space between them, and
Required to wear masks.
required to wear masks and stuff like that. I think that's pretty much it. There's not much other restrictions. It's pretty much just give
Less
each other
people.
space, less people, and masks. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, yay! Look, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. Talk to me about this performance.
Oh, this was a great one. This was a Valentine's Day performance, and it's the song was "My Funny Valentine," and I'm supposed to be the funny one. So, and I danced with Ashley. That one is a pattern that Kim made for us just this year, and right now is one of my favorite things to dance because it's so lovely and so. Flows so well, and it's me and Ashley on stage, so we kind of have fun together doing it.
Oh yes.
I can tell that. I can tell. All right. So let me ask you this. Do you think it helps having the opportunity to dance with your partner? That, let's say, you and Ashley, that you guys are, you are a couple that share like the same feelings and love and all that. Do you think it helps or it's kind of difficult? Talk to me a little bit about that.
I think some people have a difficult time, and sometimes it's you know, life. But I think for us, we have fun. We really enjoy, just dancing together and just sharing love together. Now, it's not for everybody, but because a lot of times people tend to bring it home with them. But us, I think we try to leave everything at work and we don't bring work home. So it just works for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. I mean, uh, being on stage together is a great feeling.
Yeah.
Rehearsals might be a little, when you're a couple, you tend to know each other too well. So uh, we get a little more uh, feisty with each other. Although between us, not so much. We've seen couples that really get into it and fight and all that. So some people rather not. Some people love it, and Kim has done it with Dance Alive for many years, having couples together, and it works for us. It's been working for since I've been here. This 13 years, I've danced with people I loved, and it always worked.
Nice. But sometimes it can get a little funny as well. Like, can you mention any story, like a fun story that actually tell you, hey, I didn't like how you grabbed me right there, or it was so rude or something, or you need to be so smooth. Tell me something, Andy. It doesn't matter. I know everybody needs to know this.
Uh, Between us, it's more of a I didn't like how you didn't grab me. So yeah, between dancers is pretty much you're doing this wrong, and then the other person looks and said, "No, you're doing this wrong."
Yeah.
And because you're a couple, you get into that kind of discussion, and when you're not, normally you just shut up and listen to the person that's rehearsing you, that your director in front of you. But most couples, when they're dancing together, we get into that kind of discussion, and it's it's not the healthiest thing ever.
Yeah, I don't need to tell you.
But
I don't need to tell you that she's gonna win, right?
oh
No,
yeah,
he wins always.
that's
uh,
true.
I am trying to have some fun with you guys here. Hey, but I feel very inspired, by hearing all these It is just awesomeness, man. It is greatness. I feel so good listening that you guys are still moving forward, have projects going on that are looking for ways, that to keep spreading art and bringing that joy and that happiness that you can see in people's faces when they go to the theater, when they are watching you guys, in this case Dance Alive National Ballet. And you know what is interesting, that normally people used to go to only the Performing Arts Center or any theater here in Gainesville, or unless you guys are on tour. But now they can see you and watch you from all over the world because of online marketing, because the live streaming events that you guys are having, and still they can donate and support and do all of this stuff, which is very good. That is a way of expand your whole world as an artist. That's the way I see it. Just to keep in a positive perspective. But let me ask you, and I'm going to start with Ashley again. Ashley, what would you say to those dancers and even artists in general that they are seeking some words of encouragement because of this situation, and they want to hear that from somebody like you, a professional artist, professional dancer? What would you say to them?
I would just say that I understand that it's very, very difficult right now, but just keep at it, keep doing your home things as much as you can, and it will get better. It will get better.
Andy, it's your
People
turn.
people need to see theater, so it
Yes,
has to get better.
yes, I agree with that. Andy, what would you say to them?
I would say if you're starting, go at it. You have time. This thing is a passing thing. Things like this happened before. They'll happen again, and it passes, and life goes on. So if you're just starting, you're it's not gonna bother you at all. In the future, you're not even gonna remember that much. If you're an artist right now and you're struggling with it, keep doing what you're doing. I've been watching my friends online trying to raise funds and trying to keep their theaters alive. Dancers like in Corps de Ballets, in many theaters around America, around Europe, Brazil, every place that I've seen, and I know people from all around. Uh, they're trying to keep things going, and one of the good things is what you just said. The fact that people are doing a lot of stuff online and streaming live and doing events that can be streamed on social media all around the world, that really broadened the frontiers, that really opened uh, the audiences to a new kind of uh, perspective. Today, the one hard thing is we get to compete with the great theaters from all around the world, like Paris Opera and the London Royal Ballet and American Ballet Theater. Everybody's live streaming something, and that's a big competition right there. But that's also a big encouragement for everybody else, to keep fighting and to keep uh, looking for their art and trying to get it out there for people to see.
But at the same time, I see it that normally you would be so far away from that theater where the Royal Ballet it is performing, but now it is the same theater for everybody, which is online, social media, right? That's the
Yep.
same theater right there. If people want to watch it, they need to pay for it. They need to keep supporting and all of that. So, and talking about supporting, I love sharing the information. You have it right there. Once again, dancealive.org. Make sure that you go there and see in different ways that you can sponsor events, buy tickets. Do you know, Andy, if you guys have any tickets on sale right now? Any information that you would like to share with our audience here?
Probably the website will have all of that. I don't know if the tickets are already for sale for October. I would say if they're not yet, they'll be soon. And not just the October show. We are going to have Nutcracker in December. And that one is always a big show. We're going to have 4 days of Nutcracker with 2 shows a day. So we have plenty of seats and plenty of opportunity for people to choose a time and a date and not lose it, not let it pass, because it's always that's a big favorite. So things are progressing, and if you can't find it on the website yet, keep looking. It's going to be there soon.
Yes, you gotta have faith. It's gonna be there. Awesome.
Exactly.
Hey, you guys are so much fun. I gotta tell you that it's been a tremendous pleasure, and I really enjoyed it. And I thank you for for giving us your time, spending some time with our morning coffee community. We are every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, drinking coffee and having great conversations here and getting inspired, which is very important. You gotta be your own booster to keep that energy level all the way to the top. Andy knows. Hey guys, thank you, really, thank you so much for everything that you guys do and continue doing. With Dance Alive National Ballet here in our Gator Nation, in our community. Thank you for sharing your story, in such a compressed time. But I had a blast. So, and most importantly, you that are watching, make sure that you leave your comment below. We're going to meet you down there at the comments in just a second. Just leave your comment, like it, and share it. And do not forget to find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, because we are every week here, bringing you the best of the best. All right. And if you want to say anything else, just say it. This is your time, because we are about to go.
Just wanted to say thank you so much for having us. Thank you for your support of Dance Alive. It's so important for us to, be out there and reach whatever we can and try to get people to know us, and as much as we can have people come and see us online or in person, and whatever you're comfortable with, just look for us, because it's that's our life. That's what we live for. Yeah.
Yes. And remember, one more time, so you don't forget, these are coming, I think it's September 25th, I guess, if my memory doesn't fail me. This September 25th, we're going to be hosting this amazing event. It's called Meet the Dancers. You have a VIP experience over there. You get to support the dancers. You get to meet them. Of course, that's the whole concept of the event. And most importantly, you get to watch and enjoy the dancers. Obviously, dancing for you is a VIP experience. So make sure that you sign up. Go right now to Facebook. Go to Facebook. Dance Alive National Ballet. Meet the Dancers 2020. Yeah, it is happening. Believe it or not, it is happening for sure. And we're going to be there having a good time. Hey guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. I am looking forward to meet the dancers and keep supporting Dance Alive National Ballet. I love you all. Thank you for everything.
Thank
you so much.
Guys, thank you very much for watching Morning Coffee with ELIO. Yes, we're really looking forward to seeing you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Do not forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and become part of the Morning Coffee with ELIO community. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and live full.